Computer Fanboy here, or Cluedier Hacker, depending on what account you're watching this on. I am probably going to be one in probably many thousand that are doing this upload. Basically, it's about the Apple event that's actually still going on, but practically ended. And, oh, look, they already updated the site. So, there's many new features out here, as you can see on the website, and I guess they really did this recently. I'm talking within the minute. So, let's go over here what we got. Well, to start off, as you can see by the update, there's a new iPod Touch. So it has a Retina display. It's never looked better than ever. And I'm not a huge Apple fanboy, by the way. I'm just stating what Steve Jobs said. So it's got FaceTime, and what surprised many users, including Soldier Knows Best, I believe, is the fact that it actually has a back camera that shoots in HD. There's a new app on there called Game Room, I believe it's called, and this is brand new, so this is one of the ads he has here. Unfortunately, it doesn't play perfectly, and yeah, it's basically called Game Room, and it's a place where you can play multiplayer. And if I'm checking this right here, and I gotta open up my Windows. There we go. Basically, they're okay. So to start off with things, he talked about. I'll go all the way up. This will be a quick video, by the way. He talked about the iPhone OS. There's going to be a new iPhone 4.1 specifically for basically the iPhone, and many bugs are fixed. They have a new photo thing that makes it look better, and I'm going to be as brief as that because I only have 10 minutes. Basically, it's high dynamic range photo standard. It takes 3 pictures and basically combines all those 3 and makes it look sharper. Okay, there's HD video upload. You can upload it over Wi-Fi, and there's now TV show rentals, which was a true rumor, which cost 99 cents for an HD. Didn't say anything about standard. And yeah, Game Center includes multiplayer. There's a new game for the iPod Touch. Awesome game. You guys got to check this out. It's called Codename Project Sword, and the graphics are beyond awesome. And after that, basically, there's an iOS 4.2, which is coming later this year. Basically, it's for the iPad to run multiple applications, which is the big thing. There's also wireless printing, which helps out, and there's AirTunes, which they renamed to AirPlay from AirTunes, basically streaming music over Wi-Fi, which basically, and then they added folders for the new one, which is not really. It's a good thing to have. Okay, so after that, they've upgraded the iPod, so we'll start first by the iPod here, and hopefully they've uploaded everything. Okay, so the new Ipod Shuffle is basically like the 3rd generation, I believe. Excuse me, 2nd generation, but it combines the 2nd and the 3rd generation to have physical buttons, and you can still have it talk to you, and you can have multiple playlists. So they have a product red version, which is currently out, and I have pictures, but I will upload them pretty soon. I have a blog at geeks.com, so I'll post that on there, and basically, they talked about that. The 1st generation was this kind of gum-like, they call it a gum stick. Now, let's talk about the iPod Nano. The iPod Nano has, unfortunately, in my opinion, been redone. And this is cool, but as far as screen space here, it's not exactly smart. And I'll show you this right here. Oops, excuse me. Let me go back. I am on Safari, believe it or not, because I was watching the... Yeah, but what's interesting is you use your fingers. It's basically like a little mini iPod Touch, and you can basically turn around your music. I can't really explain it. You can definitely check out some of the ads, but you could basically... It doesn't have an accelerometer, from what I've heard, but you can get this stuff next week. And by the way, the other iPod... the Shuffle is actually pretty cheap. It's $49. So it might actually be worth taking a look at, and I might actually get one and do a review on it, considering what you get. So the iPod Nano is out, and it's a little expensive, to be honest. It is a touchscreen. There is no camera on it, but it has a clip, so you can clip it to yourself, which is kind of cool. It's basically a cool, but I'm not going to be buying it. It's 149 for 8 gigs, 179 for 16 gigs. So it's plausible, but to be honest, it's too small. The screen needs to be bigger, and that's my opinion. That's why I like the older generation iPod Nanos, which I might be getting if it's going to be cheaper. So anyways, we got that, and alright, now let's talk about the iPod Touch, which has been revamped. So the iPod Touch itself has been, I believe, revamped, and it has like I said before, it has a front-facing camera which you can do FaceTime on, and a back-facing camera that does HD uploads, and it's thinner. I will show you it, but you saw it on the web page, and they probably have ads for it, so you can check that out on their web page. So it has basically also one thing that's big about it, which I can't afford these things always. However, it does have the G4 processor, which I think has 1 gigahertz processor, so it's not bad for a little screen. So anyways, build small. The iPod Nano, anyways, comes in 4 colors, product red, as well as the iPod Touch only has 1 color. I believe it said like 24-hour battery life, but don't quote me. And I started out a new one. And by the way, I am using Notepad. I still like Windows. Like I said, HD A4 processor, has the game center, available next week. So this stuff is coming out. The iTunes store there's a new iTunes store. Basically, you can download that now, and it has cover flow. Obviously, it has a hybrid view which shows your albums. I really wish I could show it to you, but depending on time here, yeah, I am running out. This is going to be a 2-parter series, so I will show you that in the next part of this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Clear Hacker, and this has been a quick look at the products, and there will be a part 2 next uploaded after this one. So thank you guys, and definitely subscribe.